Philly Boy J back here with another video, and I got a treat for you guys today. I'm going to be showing you guys how to make Stouffer style baked macaroni and cheese. This recipe is absolutely amazing. Give it a shot. You're going to start off by getting the pot. You're going to place the pot over high heat, fill it up with water, and we're going to wait until that water comes to a boil. The seasonings that you're going to need for your baked macaroni and cheese are black pepper, salt, and sugar. Yes, I said sugar. We're not going to be adding a lot of that. It just balances out the overall taste of the macaroni and cheese. Add a little something special to it. Here are the types of cheese that we're going to be using. We're going to be using 3 different kinds of cheese. Now, that's not name brand cream cheese, but I recommend that you go out and get Philadelphia cream cheese. You're going to need shredded mozzarella, shredded sharp cheddar cheese, and sharp cheddar cheese in the block there. You're going to need evaporated milk. That's what I like to use personally, but you can use whole milk if you don't have any. And you're going to need margarine or butter. Either one will do. And obviously, of course, you're going to need macaroni. We're making macaroni and cheese. So make sure you have a 16-ounce box of macaroni noodles. Now, our water has come to a boil, so we're going to add our macaroni now. Now, usually, I tell you guys to boil your macaroni or any noodles that you may be boiling for 8 to 10 minutes. But because we're going to be cooking our noodles again when we place it in the oven to bake it, and it's going to be in there with all that wet cheese, you don't need to really cook it for even 8 minutes. I say cook it for about 5 minutes and cut the fire off and allow it to continue cooking in the hot water. We're going to chop up our cream cheese and our sharp cheddar cheese now. Chop it up into thin pieces like that there. Okay? And then you're going to cut it lengthwise down twice like that to form a bunch of small pieces of sharp cheddar cheese. And the cream cheese, take it to another level. This is a 3 cheese baked macaroni and cheese, using 3 cheeses. People in my family used to use 5, 6, 7 kind of cheeses, but I'm going to stick with 3. So you're going to slice your cream cheese up into pieces, and that's the way your cream cheese and your cheddar cheese should look. So what we're going to do now, our noodles should be done, so we're going to drain our noodles in a colander, and we're just going to sit our noodles aside until we're ready to add them to the cheese sauce, which we are about to make now. This is my favorite part of this particular recipe. I love making the cheese sauce. It's just fun to me. So what you're going to do is you're going to get a pot, you're going to place it over medium heat, and you're going to add your margarine or butter. Once that melts, you're going to add your evaporated milk or your whole milk. Now, the reason why it's important to create a cheese sauce is because it prevents you from having, I call it spaceless baked macaroni and cheese, where it's certain parts of the macaroni and cheese that is cheeseless. So when you allow your cheese to saturate in this cheese sauce, you don't have to worry about there being certain bites that are cheeseless. All right, every bite and scoop of this macaroni and cheese that you take is going to be filled with cheese because you allowed the noodles to saturate in this cheese sauce. We added the seasonings there, the sugar, the salt, and the pepper. And now we're going to add our cream cheese. And then we're going to add our sharp cheddar cheese that we chopped up earlier. Right? So add your sharp cheddar cheese, and we're just going to allow this to cook over medium heat until your cheese is nice and melted. It don't have to be completely melted. but you want to make sure that the cheese sauce is pretty smooth. Okay, now the reason why I added so much milk is because you want the cheese sauce to be on the soupy side, because if you add too much cheese to the milk, it's going to be really stiff, and then when you bake it and it come out, you're going to be left with really stiff baked macaroni and cheese. So you don't want that, because once we place this in the oven, it's going to stiffen the cheese up a bit, and some of the milk is going to kind of evaporate. All right, so you don't want to add too much cheese. That's why you see that it's kind of still really loose, and that's just to make sure that your baked macaroni and cheese is not dry. All right, once it's done baking. So now we're going to add our macaroni noodles to the cheese sauce, and we're going to fold it into this cheese sauce. You can really eat it like this there. This is like stovetop macaroni and cheese from scratch. So you can really eat it like this. That's if you just want stovetop macaroni and cheese, but we're going to be baking this. All right, so stir that in and make sure that every part of this baked macaroni and cheese is filled with cheese. Yes. What you're going to do now is preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And while our oven is preheating, we're going to add our macaroni and cheese to the baking pan. Nice and soupy and cheesy. Yes. It's going to be some of the best, I said the best, macaroni and cheese that you ever tasted in your life. Don't nobody make macaroni and cheese like Philly Boy J. This ain't the only way I know how to make it. I got 5 baked macaroni and cheese recipes. I'm going to show you a few more later on this year. Just keep watching my videos. Alright, so now you're going to add your mozzarella cheese, because we didn't add any mozzarella cheese to this yet. And you're going to add some shredded sharp cheddar. And what we're going to do first is we're going to fold that mozzarella cheese and the cheddar cheese into the macaroni. Alright? Because we want that mozzarella cheese to be up in there too. Okay, so fold it in. We didn't add too much, but fold it in. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you're going to top it with some more cheese. So top it with some more mozzarella, and top it with some more sharp cheddar cheese. Okay. And what we're going to do, we're going to put this in the oven, and we're not going to bake it very long. I say bake it for about 20 minutes, maybe 30 the most. No more than 30 though. No more than 30 minutes, because you don't want your macaroni and cheese to dry out, and you want it to be loose enough so that if you save some for later, once you put it in the refrigerator, that once you warm it up again, it'll still be on the loose side. You don't want really stiff, dry macaroni and cheese. That is not good at all. Okay, so just for decoration purposes, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of parsley flakes on top of the macaroni. Okay, you can sprinkle some Italian seasoning if you don't have any parsley. Okay, and this is how it look after 25 minutes. I let mine go for 25 minutes. Look at that. Let's scoop some out. It's making me cry. Look at the macaroni and cheese. This look like Stouffer's. Don't look like Stouffer's? You know, little Stouffer's macaroni and cheese that come in the box? This look exactly like Stouffer's macaroni and cheese, except it tastes better. Yes, it do. It tastes better. And as you can see, look at the macaroni. Look into the crevices in the holes of the macaroni noodles. It's filled with cheese. Every ounce of this macaroni and cheese is cheesy. Every bite that you take is going to be filled with cheese. I hope you guys enjoy this recipe. You are going to love it. I'm going to be doing a macaroni and cheese recipe around Thanksgiving time, showing you guys how to make jalapeno macaroni and cheese, spicy macaroni and cheese. And that recipe is even better than this one to me. Hope you guys enjoy it. Philly Boy J showing you guys how to make Stouffer style baked macaroni and cheese. Peace.